In this tutorial, we're going to be going through how to choose music for your clients' videos, a simple guide to keeping it a pain-free process. Choosing music for clients' projects doesn't have to be a difficult or lengthy process, and if properly managed can be pain-free and add value to your relationship with the client and even be fun. Links to everything we discussed will be in the description, and you're welcome to send me your questions in the comment section. The best way to manage the process is to be clear from the beginning about how you're going to choose the music and to use specific questions to your advantage. So first things first, does your quote for the job include royalty-free music, or are they going to have to pay extra for the music? Personally, I like to include music with my complete job quotes, as long as they're happy with the music being used from the royalty-free music website, which I subscribe to and pay to be a member of. I'll explain in more detail in the video about that, but there's a link in the description and a 10% discount code for the one I use, which is called Soundstipe, if you're interested. So step 1, who's choosing the music? Option 1 is they choose the music. Option 2, you choose the music. Now 90% of people are probably going to go with option 2, but they might not always, or they might just say, yes, you choose the music, but can we please choose from a few tracks that you've chosen, and then we'll pick from them. So in the off chance though that they decide they'd like to choose the music, we'll go through that process now and see how it looks. As I mentioned, I have a membership to a royalty-free stock music website called Soundstipe. They have a huge library from professional artists, a nice user interface, and the price is really reasonable. Again, link in the description if you're interested, along with a discount code. So if the client has elected to choose their own music, it would actually add a lot of value to the relationship to say to them, no worries, I'm happy for you to source the music from whichever stock music website you like, but since my quote includes music from my stock website, feel free to choose the music you like from that website and I'll be happy to license it for you. So this is just going to add some value to your interaction with your client, and it doesn't cost you anything, so there's no reason not to do it. Failing that, you should always have a few websites to suggest to them in case they ask, what other websites are there? If for some reason they don't want to use Soundstipe, or you don't have one to begin with, then it's always a good idea to be able to suggest options to them. So Audio Jungle and Pond 5 are probably two of the lower cost options. Otherwise, there's others like Premium Beat, and a quick internet search will bring up likely hundreds more, probably 5 or 6 that'll be really huge ones with a lot of range. So I'm sure they'll be able to find something they like. If that's the case, congratulations. The music's now chosen for the project. You can move on. However, as we discussed, it's probably much more likely that they're going to go with option 2. So option 2, you choose the music. This is often seen by some people as being a daunting task, but as long as you have a reasonable client and you ask the right questions, then it's a pretty simple process. Firstly, always try to get the music track chosen before you edit if you plan to edit to the beat, as then you'll know the length you have to fit the edit into, and you'll also know the pacing and style and things like that. This isn't always possible or necessary though, so don't stress too much if you can't select the music straight away. You can always tweak the edit to match the music later if you need to. So the first question to ask them, are you happy for me to choose any track which I think suits the project and just go with it? Or would you like me to pick a couple of tracks which I think suit well and send you the links to them, and then you can choose from those? They'll normally go for the second option, but not always. I've definitely had clients who just say, pick whatever, we trust you, do whatever you want. Then you're going to need to ask them, okay, is there a particular genre, pace, or instrument that you want me to make sure to use or to avoid? And do you care if there are vocals in the track or not? Now, some clients specifically will want vocals, some won't, some don't care. That's fine. So they'll normally roughly know the answers to these, but if they really trust you and really don't care to have any input, they might just say something like, not really fussed what you choose, just something that suits and is blank. Blank is likely a word like energetic or inspiring or fun if it's corporate or advertising. Otherwise, it might be something like romantic or epic or peaceful if it's for a wedding. So if they choose the option of send me a few tracks and we'll pick one, then it's simple. Head to Soundstipe, or if you use a different service, head there. Keep in mind their answers to the questions you asked them earlier, and also keep in mind your idea for what you think will work with the project, because you probably already have an idea yourself. After selecting your favorite 5 to 10 tracks, narrow it down to 2 options and maybe one wildcard. which is significantly different to the other two. Do not send them your 5 to 10 options. This will make a short process into a long one. I can't stress that enough. Only send 2 options, 3 max. So when you send them the links, just say, look, I think these options fit with the project because reason. So the reason could be something like the tempo or the theme fits well, or the length of the track's right, things like that. Let me know which one you prefer and I'll be happy to use that. If you don't like any of them, let me know and I'll keep looking. If that's the case though, please let me know some feedback to help with the search. Normally, they'll play them to their partner, their friends, their colleagues, and they'll come back to you with a choice. If they want you to keep searching, then you have another 3 to 8 options which you previously shortlisted and you can send them. Assuming that they haven't asked you to go a totally different direction. If they have asked you to go a totally different direction, then just repeat the process above and again, only send them 2 or 3 options. Bada bing, bada boom. You've just chosen your client's music simply and professionally. So then that's it. By setting up the decision with some clear, limited variables, you found a track for your client as painlessly as possible, and they will appreciate how simple and professional you made the process. Again, links are in the description to what I use, and also a discount code if you choose to use my link to join Soundstipe. I hope this helped you guys. And if so, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video with anyone else who's struggling to choose music for their clients' projects.